Hi, my name is Kay. I'm a poet and a writer, and on this channel I do reactions to K-pop videos, specifically lyric reactions and breakdowns. I had previously, before I even started this, like long before I started this channel, I did a video on my other channel about Black Swan. I'll just like put it in the cards above or something if you are interested in that. And in that one I was more talking about like what Black Swan represents in like dance in popular culture. I talked a lot about Martha Graham, for whom this video is actually referencing. Martha Graham is the founder of the contemporary style of dance, Jimin's preferred style of dance. And in the first video they put out, the one that's like the really artistic dance group version of it, I think it's like a stripped back, like a acoustic version. It's been a long time since I watched that one, but they have a direct quote from her, and her quote then comes up in the song. That the whole song is based on her quote. The dancer dies two deaths, and the first one is when they stop dancing, and that is the more painful death. And so it's all based around that concept. And so I have an entire video where I kind of talk about it, and I gush about the theater. I will try not to gush about the theater they're in, but oh my god, they filmed in such a beautiful theater, you guys. But I really wanted to do just the straight up the lyrics of Black Swan, because I love BTS so much, you guys. And I think their lyrics are really good. And I think this song doesn't necessarily have that like that standout line where you're just like, oh, because the standout line is really that concept of dying to death. Martha Graham has the standout line for this BTS video. Whereas like in like Fake Love, we'd say it's probably the one where I grew a flower that couldn't bloom inside of a dream that couldn't come true. Like, I'm sorry, that's incredible. Spring Day, for me, it's that concept of like, if I was the snow in the air, could I reach you any faster? Like, oh yeah, there's so many in Spring Day. But anyway, like lines like that. This one I didn't feel like has one that's just like grasped onto me, but I still want to look at all of the lyrics with you today, and let's just go through them all, shall we? This is Black Swan by BTS. Prepare for some phenomenal dancing. Yeah, I'll try not to gush about the theater, but like pay attention, this theater is so pretty. All right, here we go. Okay, we gotta stop before RM comes in. Okay, let's go back. So this is a song that's on their Map of the Soul album, and so it's a song about identity. The whole album is about identity. Also that theater, you guys. Oh, they gotta start making architecture that's just like over the top, exaggerated, elaborate. So beautiful. So do your thing. Do your thing with me now. And they repeat that, and then they say, what's my thing? And I love that they're using thing. Again, I've talked about this in another video, but I love that because, and I'm going to pause on Jimin way the heck up in the air because my gosh, that boy is talented. They do this thing where when they're translating into English, they tend to try and keep with the strong accents that they have, and I think that's really cool. I feel like a lot of people probably avoid that at all costs. If they have a really strong accent in another language, they try to speak in more generic American English, like LA American English probably. But I really like that they use more vernaculars, more terms, more slang that would be closer to what their accents actually sound like in Korean. Probably. Again, I'm not too good at like picking up their accents, but I like when they'll do things like thang instead of thing. They have strong accents in their own language, and that helps it to come through for us. You know, I love it when they do that. Okay, so what's my thing? You're questioning now. And what's my thing? Tell me now. Do your thing with me. I know what's my thing. Now the shadow behind Suga. So the heart no longer races when hearing the music play. So I'm no longer like excited about it. I'm no longer like want to step out on the dance floor. Trying to pull up. Seems like time has stopped. Oh, that would be my first death. So saying if I no longer get excited hearing music, that would be my first death. Exactly that Martha Graham concept. That first death that I've been always afraid of. always been afraid of not being excited about the music again. And here, these beautiful transitions. Here we go. Let's go into RM's part. Coming in with their truth nuggets here. So RM's saying, if this can no longer resonate, no longer make my heart vibrate, then like this may be how I die my first death. And then he asks, but what if that moment's right now? I must say, Suga's saying, if I couldn't feel like this, then it would be my first death. And RM's saying, what if I don't feel like this right now? What if I'm already experiencing my first death? Heartbeat pulsing slow in my ears, bump, bump, bump. Try to flee, but back into the maw I jump, jump, jump. The maw being an open mouth. So I'm trying to run away, but I jump back into this thing's mouth. This thing called music, most likely, right? No song affects me anymore. Crying out a silent cry. Silent because you're not feeling the music anymore, because you have nothing to say almost anymore. Again, we've established is more painful. So ocean with all light silenced shut. So this big expanse, totally dark. My wandering feet held in a rut. I can't get out of the rut. I'm wandering. I'm already like, two bad things are happening here. I'm wandering, so I have no direction. And I'm in a rut, so I'm stuck here. Two bad things. Nothing good is happening right now. It's dark. I'm wandering in the ocean. Nothing good. Every noise and sound's been cut. So it's just almost static in my head. Like this is a worst case scenario. Like I can't do anything. And so it's killing me now. This moment, this darkness, this silence, this is killing me. And do you hear me? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like not necessarily do you even understand what I'm saying, but do you even hear what I'm saying? You can get lost in like the beauty of the images, the beauty of the dance. Oh my gosh, this dance is gorgeous. And the almost upbeat nature of the song and a lot of the slang terms thrown in. I think you can get lost in all of that, almost distracting you from like, this song is kind of dark, you guys. And it's kind of like that idea, like, do you hear me? So it's a cry for help in a way. Sinking slowly like in a trance. Struggle, but it's all ocean floor. So like I am sinking down to the depth now. Like this is getting worse and worse. Like this is a deep, dark, haunting depression that they're talking about here, right? This first death, this losing music or losing a passion for music. I struggle, but it's all ocean floor. Every moment becomes eternity. Film it now. And this is so like almost aggressive, right? Film it now. Like my breakdown, my first death, like put it on camera and enjoy it for the media, for the masses. Like my not being in my struggle, like in depression. Film it now. Woo! I'm just saying, do you hear me? Yeah, again, that do you hear me? Like, do you even understand what I'm saying? I love that it's so quick. That's just almost a throwaway. Like, do you hear me? Yeah. And they're like, the nothing. This might be one of their most underrated songs. For them, not necessarily. Most of their songs are rated well. Okay, like most people like their songs enough. As much as they should. It's not that people are like pushing some of their songs away, but I feel like this one deserves a lot more appreciation than it gets. This is a genius. This song, if the Grammys were like paying attention that year, would probably have won a Grammy. If the world was paying attention when this came out to this song, probably. I mean, it came out right before 2020, so there's a lot to distract us. There's definitely, we were all feeling Dynamite rather than Black Swan that year. I understand. This is such a masterpiece, isn't it? I love that. They have that like their moment where they're all like, what's my best pose? Of course, RM always did the thing over his face, which it looks amazing, but also we love seeing his face. And then the wings. And so for the first time in this video, we have this like this non-practical effect, this CGI wings, the black swan, to bring us back to that concept of this being a dance number and the black swan being a character in the dance. And I think it's really cool because it's also like we've broken through, especially since it's Jimin. Jimin was dancing before, he was being the swan, and now the wings have come out and we're hitting a new moment in the song. We're hitting a new moment in this depression. Ugh, soap transitions are the best. Okay, J-Hope says deeper. Yeah, I think I'm going deeper. Like, we've already hit the ocean floor, but I'm gonna go deeper than that. I think I'm sinking even further. I keep losing focus. No, just let go of me. Let my own feet carry me. I don't want help. I'll go in myself. I'm not like don't try and stop me. If I'm going down this path, if I'm like self-destructing, I want my feet to be the ones that carry me there. If I say more than that, I'm gonna tear up though. In the deepest depth, I saw myself. Interesting, I saw myself, like I saw a vision of myself, how it could be. Or also, I felt like I recognized me again for the first time. When I was at my very lowest point, lower than the bottom of the ocean floor, I recognized myself again. Like I finally saw what maybe I wanted or maybe who I am. And now Suga's playing off of this again. J-Hope says he finally saw himself at the depth, and then Suga's saying, slowly, I open my eyes. I'm in my workroom. It's my studio. His happy place, let's be honest. The waves go darkly by in a throw. So the waves are rolling, but they're going by now. But I'll never get dragged away again. Now I'm in my studio. Now I'm in my safe place. Now I'm where I am surrounded by my ability to make music, and I'll never get dragged down by those waves again. I'll never be at the darkest point. I'll never be under the waves, in the ocean again. Like declaring now, I'll never get dragged away again. And he says, inside the studio now, I saw myself. Yeah, that chilling moment when he turns around but the rest don't. So horror movie. Almost too horror movie, but I like the very, very slight supernatural elements. Because isn't that so Black Swan? Heartbeat racing in my ears. Bum, bum, bum. And so we had that previously, but it's not as sinister this time, right? Eyes wide open into my forest. Jump, jump, jump. So rather than being in the ocean, now we're in a forest, but it's mine. I own this. Like it might be a tangle of trees, but it's not somewhere where I'm just adrift and wandering. It's my forest. I have claim to this. And so jump into that, and nothing can devour me. And I shout out with ferocity. So I've got some passion coming back in. And so we've got that chorus coming back in again. We're like raising the tension at this point. Like we're hitting a different place now. It's not like sinking into the abyss. We've climbed out of the abyss and we're almost like holding on for dear life now. And again, film it now. Like that challenge again. The challenge coming back. Film it. This is the life of an idol, right? Nothing you do or say is not gonna be on camera. So good, you guys. Okay. The concepts we're getting here. Like there's this deep, dark depression, this loss of passion for music, loss of interest in music, loss of ability to do music, and this depth of the sinking that I can go lower than the lowest, all the way down where it is like dying. It's so painful and so awful. But then, especially, and Suga coming back in two parts is really interesting. This one too, coming back and being like, but I wake up at some point deep down in this depth. I recognize myself and I go back to what I love. I'm back in the space where I have control and where I can make a difference. I start working again, basically. And now like the things don't get better. Like there's still these like same problems going on. There's still this like this outside influence, like do your thing with me, say what you want about me, right? Or assume the things you want about me. But by the point that they get to that second chorus, they've proved to us, when they say what's my thing, they've proved to us what their thing is. They've proved already, like it's music and it's dancing. They've already shown that in the video. Amazing, right? They've already shown us, like, this is what I'm amazing at, right? This is what I'm so good at. And here it is on display. And so do your thing with me. And what's my thing? Like, we've just answered that. The answer is there. And like, even in this like deep darkness, that didn't change. They were as good at dancing at the beginning as they were at the end. And it's just you're almost recognizing it now. Right? Okay. Let me know your theories though. Let me know your thoughts, because that's where I'm getting just in the lyric part. Obviously, I did a whole other video about Black Swan as well, so check that one out. It's older now. I don't know if I would even agree with everything that I said there. Over a year old at this point. Wow. And this channel is only just a year old. So I will link that. Let me know what you think, because I think it's really, really good. I really like Black Swan a lot. I really think this is probably what, up there in the top, it would be in my like top 5 for BTS masterpieces. This is one that if people are like, I don't know anything about BTS, but I'm not gonna let you have a whole bunch of videos. If someone were like to put a gun to my head and be like, you only get 5 videos to teach me about BTS, I would be like, please can I have 7, because there are 7 members. And then I've got a list, but this would be on it. This would even be on the 5 if they were like, absolutely not. But I'd slip 2 more in, and then I'd add 2 more on to the end, and then I'd give them another 2. I can't stop. When people are like, I want to know anything about BTS, I like begin to vomit all over them. My friends have a hard time with me. I'm very sorry to them, but like I also not sorry, and I'm gonna keep doing it. So anyway, that was Black Swan. Let me know what you think. I'll leave a comment down below, like and subscribe, and I post videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I'll see you again then. Bye! You can hear my rice cooker going on.